Hello and welcome back to the TGG Plunder campaign. We are doing level 6 and we have 5,000 things going on. Okay. What? Fortune Hunter is a treasure duration, and Patient applies to Cutthroat, Maroon, Longship, Fortune Hunter, Silvermine, Harbor Village, Cage, Crucible, and Festival. Is that every card in the kingdom? No, it's not Gardens. Okay. Well, okay then. So we've got, yeah, like basically everything is Patient. We've also got Cursed Longships, and yeah, the Fortune Hunter is Fortune. This is a pretty strong version of Fortune Hunter, I will say. It's non-terminal on the turn you play it, and it's a ghost town the next turn. Yeah, it might actually be better if it wasn't for the duration thing, but I don't know. The reason I say that is because being able to play the Fortune Hunters in your buy phase does make them a lot better because they're non-terminal and they're also not stop cards if you can find more treasures. And obviously with like normal draw, like, you know, this is the classic problem with like Venture and Crystal Ball. Well, one of the problems is that, you know, if you have enough draw, then they stop actually functioning that way. But, you know, conceivably, putting aside like the rest of the kingdom and just looking at the Fortune Hunter thing, like conceivably you could make a deck where that was not necessarily your draw, because it's not draw, but it's like a super peddler, and where you don't like have like a lot of draw, and you play a bunch of Fortune Hunters, and hopefully you have some other treasures that give you like plus buy and stuff. And anyway, maybe that would be better, but maybe not. I don't know. As it is, it's draw, but you know, only on the every other turn. But anyway, so okay, trashing wise, we've got Maroon again, and then we got Crucible and Cage. I don't see myself caring about Cage here with these other trashers. Draw wise, Maroon probably can do some drawing here. Maroon Cutthroat is big draw. Maroon Cage or Longship is little draw. I guess with Silvermine you could like Silvermine for cages and then Maroon them, although not, you know, with the timing that you would want, right? Because like you have to have the cage already in your deck, because you can't, it's not like you're gonna be able to play the Maroon after playing the Silvermine. But well, I guess you could if you find it with Fortune Hunter. Anyway, but probably maybe if you get loots, you could Maroon them, but probably for the most part, Maroon is not going to be as much of a draw focus as it was in the previous kingdom. Although there isn't a lot of other draw, because there's just Longship, which is only draw every other turn, and then Fortune Hunter, which is only draw every other turn. And potentially not draw on its first turn. I mean, it's draw so long as you can find a treasure to play, but if you can't, then it's more like rope, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, not a lot of draw. Plus actions. So there's Festival, Longship, and Harbor Village. So a lot of plus actions, but then everything is Patient, which also gives you a form of plus actions. And I suppose I was talking about the Silvermine thing. Because Silvermine is Patient, I suppose you could Patient the Silvermine to gain a cage, to Maroon the cage. It's a lot of effort for pretty little payoff, but anyway. And then plus buy wise, we've got Festival, and then we've got the Cursed Longships, which and then Cutthroat can also give you loot. So these can both give you loot, which can give you plus buy. Okay. We have gardens here and cursed, so I have to be suspicious of some kind of degenerate rush strategy, although the fact that the cursed card is a 5 does help a little bit. But it still makes me wonder, actually, about... So this is... Fortune Hunter is basically just a $4 gold the turn you play it. So, like, it is a pretty effective way to hit prize points early. I do wonder whether it's correct to go for that straight up rather than starting out going for trashing. Because getting deck control here looks tricky. Shoving a whole bunch of crap into your deck and taking some gardens might be the play. Like, you've got the +5 from Festival, you've got the loots, you've got like the Longship thing, you've got Silver Mine to gain more cards, which can include Fortune Hunter. On the other hand, those Fortune Hunters should also be pretty good at buying provinces. You know, the other thing we could do, rather than going straight for Longship, we should go for Silver Mine. Because Silver Mine can gain us Fortune Hunters and it can gain us Crucibles, which can then trash. So maybe we do open Fortune Hunter Silver, but we don't just go for Longship and try to get that stuff, but we go for Silver Mine. I think I like that. They go for the Maroon. I don't think it's going to be so great. I was thinking I would go for Crucible if I was going to go directly for a Trasher. Alright, Silver Mine. I think we take another Fortune Hunter. Fortune Hunter is going to be good at finding the Silver Mine, which is then going to be good at getting us more stuff. Well, boo. We just take another Silver Mine? I think so. Alright, we're guaranteed to be able to find it here. Oh, that's really obnoxious. Okay. So we could gain another Fortune Hunter. Gosh, what if we don't even go for loot or plus buy or anything? What if we just like go for province? Like we can gain a Fortune Hunter and just get a province like this turn. And if we find the other Silver Mine, well, we could also take a Crucible and get a province. But I like trying to find the other Silver Mine. I guess it wasn't that likely, was it? I mean, you already knew there were 2 coppers on top. Yeah, maybe we just go for province. Huh. Turn 6 province? Why not? Fortune Hunter. Fortune Hunter. Province. Fortune Hunter, the silver. Fortune Hunter, the silver mine. At some point, we should consider getting a cage, actually, except that we're gonna. I mean, I think we still take the Fortune Hunters, but if we took a cage right now, I mean, we're just gonna buy a province anyway. But it does mean that those cards get set aside. Cleanup phase. Yeah, the other thing we can do here is set aside this Fortune Hunter rather than playing it. We already hit 8. The reason to play it is because like we get the stuff out of the way and then we get to draw the extra card next turn. Maybe that's just better. I'm not really sure. It's like we don't get the money next turn, but we sort of draw 2 cards instead of 1. But cage. Oh, Kate started your next turn. Okay, I was like, if the cage is patient, does that mean we can play it after we buy the province? Not quite. That might still be better though. Set aside province, estate, and 2 coppers. That's pretty good. We can do the cage thing again here. Set aside double province, triple estate. I kind of wish I had gotten like a 3rd silver mine, but like almost like I had not gotten as good of a shuffle or something early and just gotten ended up hitting 5 on turn 6 or whatever it was. Guess we can. Well, we're definitely going to play the silver mine. This is so silly. Let's get a cage. Wait, what? I don't know what the hell is going on here. All right, we could patient this Fortune Hunter. We could also cage. So we get 4 cards here. We get another cage. We have 1. We don't. Yeah. Probably doesn't make sense to get another cage. Probably makes more sense to get another Fortune Hunter. Again, I don't know whether it's better to just play the Fortune Hunters now or not. But if we play this Fortune Hunter, we can cage the silver. So I guess we'll play this one at the very least. And well, silver, copper, estate, and then we silver mine. I mean, we can cage the 3 provinces, or we can take another Fortune Hunter and set it aside. It probably doesn't really matter. We played 4 Fortune Hunters, so we are going to trigger a shuffle. So it probably makes more sense to do the cage, make the provinces all miss the shuffle. This is actually like an insane deck. Just province every turn starting on turn 6. What the heck? Okay, so we do want to play this Fortune Hunter. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. That's... So I should have played the Silver Mine instead, I guess? I mean, it doesn't matter, but... There's no reason not to Silver Mine for Fortune Hunter to play it. The other Silver Mine. If I had... maybe there was no way for me to get... Oh yeah, I could have... I guess the question is, do we need to play that Fortune Hunter, or could we left it on top? I don't know. Whatever. I wonder how many their gardens are worth. Alright. We actually don't have 7. Incredible. I mean 8. We have 7. We don't have 8. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, we found our Fortune Hunters. We can leave the other ones there, that's fine. Oh! Oh no! Brutal. I mean, it doesn't matter, but that's so funny. I did not know they'd pull the sword. Oh man. I bet they buy the last province anyway. That'd be classic AI behavior. Although, I mean, they really shouldn't just buy this crap, but... Oh, okay, okay. You didn't even find a silver mine. That discard. Brutal. Well, that was 8 provinces in 13 turns. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. I don't think I would have played with Cage, he said. To be fair, I probably didn't actually need to. Like, I could have just taken Crucible instead and like a couple more Fortune Hunters and probably would have been fine, but the Cage was certainly effective. Yeah. Wow. That was... that was nuts. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with my read of that board, or where I ended up. Well, like I said, it would have been nice to get another silver mine. How would we have done that? I mean, I guess we could have, in theory, hit it. Like, so turn 3, we get silver mine. Turn 4, yeah. This here, if we hit, if we found our Fortune Hunter, we bottom decked our Fortune Hunter that we opened with. We find our Fortune Hunter here, we get another silver mine. There. Now, maybe we don't hit it there, but maybe we do. Having the 3rd silver mine would have been very nice. I don't know if it would have been worth not provincing on this turn. I assume not, considering it provinced out, and like, what? How could I have done better than that? But There was, I mean, and the number we only really had one close call even with hitting province, like where we almost didn't have enough money there right at the end. But yeah, or maybe two. Not much. I mean, we generally had like it was like easily enough money per province. So, but it would have just been, yeah. I think with this is like a board where with good draws, you do get the third silver mine, which means you get like more fortune hunters and more cages. Maybe you can play with a crucible. It wouldn't be like, I don't even know if it'd be worth it, but you know, maybe. I mean, how many times would we have played that third silver mine? Like enough to empty these two piles potentially. So, yeah. But yeah, this is wild. I I cannot remember. I mean, you know, this is twists, right? Like you wouldn't get this. I mean, we didn't really use the patient thing hardly at all. Maybe we literally didn't use it at all. But Fortune Hunter, the Fortune Hunter twists obviously make a big difference. But yeah, like I cannot remember the last time I had a money strategy that was this just like just straightforward, powerful, fast, like dang. It's crazy. All right. Well, and crazy in a very different way than a lot of boards that make me say that things are crazy, right? Because it wasn't like explosive or anything. It was just like super efficient. And like a unstoppable march to victory. I mean, there are definitely decks that would beat this, right? Like we had 8 provinces in 13 turns, but you know, we had 7 and 12 turns and 6 and 11 turns and 5 and 10 turns. So to beat this, you know, depending on how many gains you have, like you'd have to, like if you to beat it on provinces, you'd have to win, you know, within the first like 10 turns. Like that's a lot to ask. There are definitely decks that can do it, but it's a lot to ask. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and next time, level 7. Until then.